Welcome back to the gallery. We're kicking things off with a high-voltage question from the judge. Why is she calling you a crackhead? This isn't just a random insult. It's pulled straight from a police report. Meet Mr. Gomez. He's in court for a probation violation, and things are already looking bleak. The judge reveals he has children aged 17 down to 2, yet he's not raising any of them. Legal insight. When a judge mentions CPS, Child Protective Services, in missed parenting classes, it's a massive red flag. It shows a pattern of noncompliance that usually ends in one place, a jail cell. Stick around, because Mr. Gomez's excuses are about to hit a brick wall.
Mr. Gomez, why is she calling you a crackhead? Why is she calling you a crackhead? That's what it says in the police report. It says that. So you've done nothing on probation.
No, ma'am.
You didn't report.
No.
So you've done nothing and you want to be continued. So I'm not going to continue you. I'm finding 4 and 4 true. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to revoke. And the fact that you have children who are ages 17, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and you're not raising any of them tells me Child Protective Services was involved and you didn't do your parenting classes or you couldn't stay off drugs. Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right. So you keep looking at your attorney. So do you understand what's going on here today?
I can't have no contact with my grandfather,
Oh, you can talk to him on the phone, but there's to be no in-person contact.
even if he just comes every now and then, like he comes every now and then from the valley and he's sick right now.
No. The court will find you guilty, revoke you, sentence you to 2 years in the prison. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 speeding convictions. That's a problem for discovery. Where are we on discovery?
At this point, discovery is complete. Well, I have a discovery announcement ready for you. And through negotiation, I believe we've come to an agreement. However, there's one sticking point with the agreement. That council would like a date to try to bring in the complaining witness on to talk with the complaining witness on.
All right.
Our understanding, Judge, is the district attorney's office has not been successful in being able to talk to her. A lot of what has occurred since the offense date in this case, Mr. Gomez himself initiated contact with CPS for that CPS involvement. He's done many, if not all, but certainly most of what would be required of him when he should enter a plea in terms of batteries and intervention, etc. Our plan, if you would agree, is to allow us a reset so we can visit with her. Mr. Gomez can gather documentation, exactly what all he has accomplished with CPS, again, whom he invited into the situation.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, this case is to come back on the 11th. All right, May 11th.
May 11th?
Yes, that's Thursday.
Yeah, in 2 days, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he
Could
should
it
be able to.
longer than
I mean, all he has to do is call his CPS attorney or call the CPS worker. I'm sure if he's completed everything, they give them certificates. Last time I did CPS cases, they gave certificates.
I'm not sure. I'm still waiting on counselor that they just appointed to me. I have an appointment with him today at 2. So
Yeah, the caseworker will give him his certificates if he has certificates where he's completed things.
I mean, our other concern would be if in only 2 days, if up to now the DA has not been able to reach this complaining witness, it might take us a bit longer than 2.
No, they're going to pick up the phone and call the complainant, and if they get in touch with the complainant, then maybe they'll do something else. Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, family household as a Class A misdemeanor? Range of punishment is anywhere from 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, family household. They're recommending deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes.
Judge,
Yes.
I was mistaken. I thought that applied if it were a felony conviction.
No.
It applies if there's an affirmative finding.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, we're okay with that.
All right. And did you understand what
Wait, did the defense just drop a bombshell? Despite the family violence allegation, the attorney claims Mr. Gomez has sole custody of all 3 children. The judge has to pause and give a reality check on the affirmative finding of family violence. The breakdown. In many states, if you're found guilty of family violence, it creates a rebuttable presumption that you shouldn't be the primary parent. The judge is essentially warning him, I'm not the civil judge, but you are handing your ex-partner a nuclear weapon for the next custody battle. Do you think someone with a history of violence should ever have sole custody? Let us know in the comments.
that affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? Did you understand?
Judge, at this moment, Mr. Gomez is the primary parent. He has custody by way of CPS, sole custody of all 3 children.
Well, if somebody files orders against him,
Orders,
if there are custody orders and custody contested, this is coming up. Now, I'm just telling you what the rules are, but whatever people do on the civil side, that's what they do on the civil side. But I'm letting you know, with an affirmative finding of family violence, if there is a custody hearing, all things equal, a person with an affirmative finding of family violence is not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent.
but he could be granted joint custody. Is that correct?
Oh, I'm not the civil attorney or the civil judge. I'm just saying what the rules are and what are the collateral consequences of this.
You understand what you're saying? I'd be right. She's saying that if later on there was a custody battle between you and Crystal.
Oh, but it's not an issue with me having them now, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
if there later is.
Understood.
Okay. Yes, we understand. Judge.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargaining agreement?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes, sure.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand? All right, I'm sorry, State. Is the complainant aware of this plea?
Your Honor, we made multiple attempts to contact the complainant throughout the prosecution, and we have been unsuccessful in contacting.
All right. So, Mr. Gomez, why is she calling you a crackhead?
I'm
Why
sorry?
is she calling you a crackhead? That's what it says in the police report. It says that she woke you up to help her get children for the children's, to take them to a birthday party. You all began to argue and she called you a crackhead.
I don't know her side of the story completely. We were together. She actually came to my residence. I never.
Talk about a self-inflicted wound. The judge asks Mr. Gomez what his drug test will show. He admits to marijuana. Fair enough, right? Wrong. The test comes back positive for everything. Opioids, benzodiazepines, and marijuana. The dad gave me a pill for back pain. Excuse is a courtroom classic, and it never works. Reaction. Look at the judge's face. That is the look of a person who has 0 patience left. Being a drug user is one thing, but lying to a judge's face after she gave you a chance to be honest, that's how you turn a light sentence into a heavy one. Engagement. Why do defendants always lie about the drug test when they know they're about to pee in a cup? Is it hope or just habit?
Let her in my place. And
All right, let me ask you this. If your drug test is today, what are the results going to be? And you're going to get drug tested today.
I do smoke marijuana.
All right, we're going to drug test you today. Is that all it's going to be positive for marijuana?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're going to do a drug test today. Then I'm going to come back with my sentence.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so counsel, we're going to have him drug tested today. Then I'll make a ruling.
So you'd like me to stay present, Judge?
Yes, it shouldn't take that long.
You give me an estimate. I just have another place to be.
How long will it take? You ready to use to go now?
Yes.
Oh, he's ready to go now, so it'll be a few minutes.
Fair enough, Judge. Thank you. So probably a Xanax his dad gave him a couple weeks ago. He's positive for a Vicodin also, which his dad gave him for back pain a couple weeks ago.
Oh, see, that's still no excuse because he was dishonest with the court. And I don't know why somebody is allowing him to have children and he's using drugs. But I'm not a civil court. I can only do what I can do. All right, we're back on the record in 2023 CR 1868, State of Texas versus Luis Gomez. All right, state Mr. Gomez is positive for opioids, benzos, and marijuana. So do y'all wish to continue with this plea?
Your Honor, at this
We-
time, yes.
We do, pending the TAP evaluation. Yes, we do.
All right. Anything you wish to say to the court? You want to explain yourself?
I was just
Being dishonest,
to you, yes, ma'am. I did not realize
that it would come out positive.
no that I had well, I mean, I did the Vicodin. I do know that that's what I took because I was in pain and I asked my father for
So
meds.
again, we're back to the point that you were dishonest to the court. I don't know why you're wasting up probation's UA. Doing those UAs cost money. They're not free. I should start making people pay for the UA when you're dishonest with the court.
Again, I didn't it was a couple weeks ago. I didn't I mean that's not-
Again, you didn't think it was going to
I
come out
I
positive.
don't take them on the regular is what I'm trying to get to. I mean, I should have said, I took that a couple weeks ago and included it in when you asked me about the marijuana. I didn't. That's my fault.
Well, I mean, you were just dishonest. You got to own it.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, there's no other way around it. I was dishonest.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. The BIPP program, no contact with Crystal Castaneda.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Do you mean no harmful or injurious?
No contact.
How then can they exchange children for this case?
Well,
Through a third party?
We've been managing.
Yeah, through a third party.
Um,
Yes. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. I'm going to want the UA hotline. If you have a back problem or something else that's going on, you can't be.
The sentence is in 2 years of deferred adjudication, but the conditions are strict. No contact with the victim, no marijuana, obviously. And here's the kicker. No employment in home health care or with minors. Legal insight. Judges often tailor probation conditions to the risk the defendant poses. Since this case involved family violence and drug use, the court is legally protecting vulnerable populations, the elderly and children, by banning him from those jobs. It's a transition from punishment to public safety. He's free for now, but he's on a very short leash.
Taking other people's medications.
I am aware.
There's no marijuana use in this court.
Yes, ma'am.
It is still illegal in Texas. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So we're going to do the UA hotline. I'm going to want him tested for levels. He's going to be tested weekly. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else?
Did you want field visit?
Yes, let's do field visits once per month, and that's until he's clean.
And do you want community service hours?
Yes, we are going to do 80 hours of community service restitution. And I'm going to ask for parenting classes. And once he completes the parenting classes, and that'll be with Triple P, once he completes that, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I am currently enrolled in. I was in BIP classes. They since moved me. I'm not too sure on the name. My classes start today, 6 to 8.
All right, you'll have to confer with probation so they'll know what those classes are.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I will make a decision on whether or not they'll be acceptable.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, You do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
And because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
No. Word.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, in this court, it's best to be honest with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Because for conditions of probation, I'm trying to give you conditions so that you can be successful and so that you won't come back here again. Because you're looking up to a year in the Bexar County Jail.
Yes, ma'am. I am aware.
If you have any issues, speak with probation. If you feel like probation isn't addressing those issues, then come back to court. We'll figure it out. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before I'm excused, may I ask for a reset, a second setting on George Ibarra? He's the fellow I wasn't aware was on my calendar today. I have a heck of a lot of homework to do. I do have an initial offer.
All right, Mr. Ibarra, come forward. Court is calling 2023 CR 1868 State versus Luis Gomez. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Michael Collins, attorney for defendant, present, ready.
And are you Mr. Gomez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilty and Revoke Community Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilty and revoke probation with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are you the same Luis Gonzalo Gomez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 1868 for the offense of assault, bodily injury, family, or household on May 22nd, 2023 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, violation of condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Luis Gonzalo Gomez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
It's true.
Violation of condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Luis Gonzalo Gomez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, and March 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
It's true, Your Honor.
State will waive the remaining violations, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 4 and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, and up to a $4,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 4 and 4?
Yes.
Court would find violations 4 and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. Both sides will be going open to the court with our recommendations.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
We are requesting revocation, Your Honor, adjudication of guilt, affirmative finding of family violence, and sentence the defendant to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail.
All right, and defense, what are you requesting?
First of all, my client would like to address the court, Your Honor.
All right, if you can raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Luis Gomez.
All right, you may proceed.
Your Honor, tell the judge, you're Luis, you're here in front of the judge on a motion to revoke probation. You pled true that you did not report for the months of May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2024. Can you tell the judge why you did not report during the months?
Well, the reason I didn't was when the MTR was issued, I got in contact with my probation officer, and she informed me of the steps I needed to take to address this situation. And I got into a bit of a hard time in that time, and I just kind of focused on fixing everything else, and I wasn't aware that I was under the I thought being with MTR that all that was pretty much null, and you know, as reporting and everything, you know, speaking with the probation officer and the steps that she informed me to take. So I wasn't aware that I still needed to report during the time that I was that I received the MTR.
And during that time that you were on probation, were you taking care of your young child?
Yes, I was taking care of my three boys, and at that time, the probation and everything started to interfere with my work, and I ended up losing my job because of it. Spent some time without a job, uh, and having my boys and no job and trying to find something kind of took heed to everything else. So uh, I did what I needed to do to make sure my kids were safe and that I can move forward and try to fix everything that was breaking down, and then uh, take care of this situation, which is why I turned myself in the beginning of October to finally take care of this.
Are you asking the court to continue you on probation
Yes, I would.
and extend your probation?
I would like to ask to have my probation extended. Jail is not a nice place to be. Uh, I'd rather be out where I can.
Fast forward to 2025, and Mr. Gomez is back. The judge asks the simplest question possible. What have you completed on probation? The answer? Nothing. No reporting, no classes, no fees. Gomez tries to blame his job loss on his kids, but the judge pulls a brilliant move. She tells him pretend this case is about someone else. Reflective question. If you were the judge and a 40-year-old man had done absolutely zero work on his court orders for 2 years, would you give him another chance? He's literally asking for an extension after failing to do the bare minimum. The mercy tank is officially empty.
Take care of my kids and continue to.
Here's my question though. What have you done on probation?
What have I done
Mhm.
on probation?
Yeah, what did you complete?
Again, the whole with the job not being.
My question is very simple.
Nothing.
What have you completed on probation?
Did nothing.
So you've done nothing on probation.
No, ma'am.
You didn't report.
No.
So you've done nothing and you want to be continued.
I didn't report during the time that the MTR was issued, but from.
And there's an MTR because you didn't report.
But up until then, I reported every month without fail.
You didn't report, and then I'm not considering his not doing a drug tested and testing positive for marijuana. I'm not even going to consider that. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to pretend that this case is not about you, right? Let's just pretend it's just about somebody else and you're sitting and watching. And it's an adult. It's not a child. It's not somebody who's young, 17 or 18-year-old. How old are you?
40, Your Honor.
All right. So let's pretend it's a 40-year-old. And a 40-year-old is placed on probation for what was originally assault, family choking that was reduced to a misdemeanor. And they have conditions for probation in order to stay out of jail, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And they come before a judge and they have not done anything. And they've been on probation since 2023. And they have done nothing. Do you really think that person should be continued when they've done nothing? And it's been well over a year.
Well, Your Honor,
I mean, I know you want to be continued, but if it's somebody that you don't even know, have no contact with whatsoever, do you really think they should be continued? They have done, it's an adult, let's say it's just an adult person. It doesn't have to be a male, it can be a female. And they've been on probation since 2023. And here we are, almost into the new year, October 2025. So from 2023 to 2025, they have not completed anything. Do you really think they should be continued? Because did you complete parenting classes?
No, ma'am.
All right. Did you provide proof of employment to anybody?
Yes, ma'am. To To the probation officer.
Did you report regularly?
Yes, ma'am.
No, you didn't, because I mean, we're here for your not reporting.
Well, like I said,
Did you complete the BIP class?
no, ma'am.
So basically, you haven't done anything. And I'm not going to continue you because it's close to 2 years and you have done nothing. And for some reason, you want to be continued, even though you have done nothing. I could understand if, hey, I've been in the hospital, I've been in a coma, I just woke up. Or either I've been in the hospital and I couldn't move around, I couldn't even pick up the phone to call anybody. But that's not your case. Or I've been fighting fires in California, saving lives, I couldn't get back here. But it's just, you haven't done anything and you're saying the jail is a bad place. I agree. Jail is a bad place. Prison is a bad place. I don't know anybody who wants to willingly be in prison or be.
And there it is. The hammer of justice finally falls. 1 year in the Behar County Jail. The judge's parting words are a masterclass in tough love. She points out that his attorney did the best he could, but you can't build a fence out of thin air. Summary. This is a textbook example of how not to handle probation. From lying about drug tests to simply ghosting his supervisor, Mr. Gomez talked his way right into a jumpsuit. Final question. Do you think a year in jail is fair for doing nothing, or should the judge have tried one more specialized program? Sound off below.
At the Behar County Jail. So I'm not going to continue you. I'm finding 4 and 4 true. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to revoke. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Court is going to sentence you to a year in the Behar County Jail, give you credit for any time served. There's a $4,000 fine. There's to be no contact with Crystal Castaneda. And with regards to your children, who's taking care of them now?
Their mother.
Okay. And there's to be no residing in households with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. You're going to have to do better. And your attorney did the best he could for you with what you gave him to work with, which is you didn't give him anything to work with. Okay? All right, good luck to you. Understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams as a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
10 and 10.
And who do they live with?
They got taken away.
All right. Have your rights been terminated?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Who is Giovanna Isaac Hernandez to you?
My ex-girlfriend.
If you were released today, where would you be staying?
My grandfather's.
Are there any children in that home?
No, ma'am.
When's the last time you had employment?
Before I went to prison.
All right. And when was that?
I went to prison in 2021.
All right. And have you already served your prison sentence?
Still on parole right now.
Have you had the parole hearing?
Yes, I have.
And what was the result of the parole hearing?
To take care of this case first, and then they were going to decide what they wanted to do.
All right. And do you know Stephen Diegler?
No.
Have you ever had any mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
So why did you end up losing custody of your children?
Baby's dad used to beat me up really bad, and someone called on me that I never went and made complaints about it. I just let it happen, and they took my kids away.
All right. No, it takes more than that. I've done Child Protective Services cases. They don't just terminate your rights because you're in an abusive relationship.
I also did drugs and all that.
All right. So let's backtrack and take some steps back. Even if he was doing drugs, they would not necessarily terminate your parental rights. Now, they will terminate your parental rights if they tell you to do parenting classes and you don't do them. They will terminate your rights if you're with somebody who's being abusive and who's a drug user. And they say, hey, if this person does not become clean and sober and stop with his abusive behavior, we're going to terminate your rights because you continue to live with him. So if you were to continue to live with that person, then yeah, they'll terminate your rights for that. But they're not going to terminate your rights if you're in an abusive relationship and that's the only thing.
Well, I went to state jail. They terminated him also because I was locked up for more than 6 months.
And what were you in the state jail for?
For fraud.
And what were you in prison for?
Frauds.
All right. And the fraud with the prison sentence, I'm assuming that's not the state jail facility because you're saying
No,
prison.
those are two different times. Well, one was in 2016 and the other one was in 2021.
Okay. And are you looking at state jail felony time or prison time? Because, all right. Because usually state jail, they do not parole you. You have to do that time day for day. All right. Is there anything else I need to know about you? All right, Miss Abrams, this is what we're going to do. 7 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. I'm going to want to tap in custody, follow tap recommendations. How often were you using meth?
I wasn't using it.
It was in your Louis Vuitton bag. That's what it says in the police report.
It was not mine, ma'am. It was hers, and she threw it on me. Like, they didn't even find my possession. I didn't have a bag on me that day.
No, the police report, unless I'm reading incorrectly.
I didn't even have a purse that day.
Wait, what did I say? Yeah, they stopped you in this vehicle and they said that that was yours.
Yeah, she told them that it was mine.
Do you want a jury trial?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, Ms. Abrams, it's going to be a TAP evaluation in custody, follow recommendations. And instead of regular and random UAs, I'm going to want the UA hotline for her. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. How far did you go in school?
Until 11th grade.
All right. So when you said you worked prior to being taken into custody, what type of work did you do?
My grandfather's provider.
Oh, that's not going to happen. What's your grandfather's name?
Rudy.
Rudy what?
Ladon.
All right. There's to be no contact and restitution to Stephen Dingler in the amount of $878.88. There's to be no in-person contact with Rudy Ladon. There's to be no unsupervised contact with vulnerable persons. To be 200 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if you obtain your GED or obtain some sort of higher level education or in some sort of trade school. Otherwise, you're going to have to do the 200 hours of community service restitution. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
I can't have no contact with my grandfather.
Oh, you can talk to him on the phone, but there's to be no in-person contact.
Even if he just comes every now and then, like he comes every now and then from the valley and he's sick right now.
No. Is there anything else? All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right. We can go off the record. In this court, to be successful, communication is key. You need to make sure that you're in contact with your probation officer. If there's an issue, you can let the court know. And the reason why I'm not allowing you to have in-person contact with your grandfather right now is because you're not in the right state of or right frame of mind right now. You have drug issues, I believe. You have been in and out of prison for the fraud. And now we have this drug case, and it's a lot of drugs. Okay. And probation also do a gang evaluation. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
How are your chickens doing?
Well, they're kind of dead.
Oh, you know what? I ran into somebody who told me, actually it was Lucy Adami Clark, the Bear County clerk.
Uh-huh.
And she told me that her chickens were taken down. And she's like, they didn't leave the feathers or anything. I said, it may be the raccoons.
No, raccoons slaughter. They leave dead chickens everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Foxes. The coons will kill them just for the sake of killing them. They even if they're not going to eat them, they'll.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Oh yeah,
Do you think we have a class for them to help them?
coons are bastards. I really don't like them.
Okay.
But foxes are the ones you can see a trail of feathers from the coop. I mean, a fox will go in and take one chicken and drag it. You know, I found a chicken that was on the roost. It was literally laying an egg,
Mhm.
and its head was gone.
That's an
Oh my
A
gosh.
coon had reached up and pulled its head off. Seriously,
Our chicken used to get taken. The head was an owl that was perched up,
no kidding.
and the owl just all they'll take is the head.
Really?
Okay. See, I'm just thinking, it was like the movie Chicken Run, the cartoon Chicken Run, where all you have to worry about is the person putting you in a pie. All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 010688. State versus Samantha Nicole Ladone. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state, for the defense?
Brant Hardy for the defendant.
And are you Miss Ladone?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading? I'm sorry. State? Are you all ready?
I don't have a copy of the motion.
Oh, I'll give it to you when you come up. Miss, are you the same Samantha Nicole Ladone who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 01068 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams on January 13th, 2025 for a period of 7 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
On or about the 13th day of February 2025, the Bear County, Texas, defendant Samantha Nicole Ladone, defendant there failed to conduct herself in a proper and orderly manner according to the supervision officer at the Bear County Community Supervision and Corrections Department. In that, while present for a compliance hearing with her attorney, expressed she did not want to participate in residential treatment or probation and requested to be sentenced in violation of condition number 4.
All right, I'm sorry, and what's the number?
Condition number 4, Judge.
All right. To that condition, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4? Excuse me, Mr. Edelman. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement? And Ms. Ladone, are you asking the court to follow that agreement? Are you waiving your right to appeal? And probation,
Yes,
was there any restitution paid to Stephen Dingler? All right. And also, the reason why this is being requested by your client is because your client was sentenced to prison on another case. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And does anyone have that case number?
I was just looking for it, Judge. Judge, perhaps you can decipher it from this better than I.
It is not listed. Let me ask you, Ms. Ladone, the case that you're being sentenced to prison for your parole revocation, was that a case that's out of Bear County?
Guadalupe County.
Guadalupe County? So what I'll do is I'll just say this is to run concurrent with parole revocation. And counsel, if you're able to call the facility, they should be able to tell you. Let's see if I can look it up very quickly. And you've already been revoked, is that correct? It's not showing you up in the where I've searched. Counsel, here you are. All right, this is what the court will do. Are you asking me to follow your agreement? Are you waiving your right to appeal? Then the court will follow your agreement. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court will find you guilty, revoke you, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be restitution of $878.88 to Stephen, Stephen Dingler, Dingler. And this is right concurrent with parole revocation. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. You're welcome.
Judge, did you want me to get that cause number?
Yes, if you could get that and make sure you give it to the clerks.
I will. Thank you.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, felony group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Counsel, are we proceeding with sentencing? Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We are one of the court to accept the agreement that we have with the state. And we'll be taking care of the misdemeanor court. We're going to be clean on the misdemeanor case. For the if she's at the probation, we're asking for that. For that, the probation to be confirmed with the misdemeanor case.
What misdemeanor probation?
It's on a theft case, Your Honor. It should be one of the cases that's concurrent for the entire time.
Okay, so it's concurrent with 684-769, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Marino, how old are you? Do you have children? What are their ages? 17, 7, 6, 6, 5, 4, 2. Is Child Protective Services involved? I'm sorry? All right, so your rights were terminated? All right, are you employed? When's the last time you had a job? Okay. How far did you go in school? Why did you drop out? All right. So is there any gang affiliation with you? All right, what's your drug of choice? No, it's more than alcohol because we're not here for possession of alcohol. So you were in the vehicle with somebody and there was cocaine, meth, brown heroin, drug paraphernalia. So nobody's hanging around with people just doing alcohol. Have you ever done heroin? Have you ever done cocaine? Marijuana? Prescription medication? All right. Any other type of drug that you've done other than those? Have you done ecstasy? All right. So are these the only drugs that you've ever done? All right. And who is Reynaldo Gavel to you? All right. He's going to remain your ex. Okay. All right. Probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
I know that felony drug court is filling up quickly, but please tell them that she desperately needs help.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to sentence you to 2 years. Well, no, I'm going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. Of course, if she completes everything early, she can get off early, but she needs to go to somebody's drug court, and that's going to be felony drug court because she has an issue. And the fact that you have children who are ages 17, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and you're not raising any of them tells me Child Protective Services was involved and you didn't do your parenting classes or you couldn't stay off drugs. So we're going to help you with that. Okay. So it's going to be 3 years deferred adjudication, a referral to felony drug court. She's to remain in custody until accepted. And if for some reason felony drug court doesn't accept her, I'm going to want a TAP evaluation while in custody. And before she's released, I want to have another hearing if felony drug court doesn't accept her. Felony drug court, because we're late in the week, they'll probably end up seeing you Monday or Tuesday of next week, okay? I'm going to want proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The UA hotline until further notice. And I'm going to want field visits, probation. I'm sorry, it's going to have to be 3 times per month because I don't know if the grandparents got with her and decided we're going to take the children, but technically and for all intents and purposes, they'll be with you. So we're going to do field visits 3 times per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
Did you say anything about community service hours?
We're going to do 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide the proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. And I'm going to want parenting classes. And once those parenting classes are completed, the remaining community service hours will be waived. And there's $57 restitution to Bear County Lab. And this run concurrent with 684769. Probation, is there anything else? Ms. Marino, is there anything else you need from the court? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, Ms. Marino. You can't continue to have children and not take care of them. And children deserve to be in a home where their parents are clean and sober. So your children are still very young. I know your rights have been terminated, but you still could probably end up being a part of their life if you're clean and sober. But if you have no intention of being clean and sober, don't bring that nonsense to their grandparents' doorstep. You just keep on moving with your life and send money back home. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 941. Is calling 2022 CR 6317B. State of Texas versus Abby Marino. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Giverhand, Your Honor.
Defense.
Andrew K. Hicks.
And are you Miss Marino?
Yes.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Abby Marino who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 6317B for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on September 15, 2022 for a term of 3 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 5 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Abby Moreno, defendant there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July 2023 and August 2023 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
We'll waive the remaining violated conditions, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
All right, then the court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, and that is to revoke the individual offer of probation and sentence her to 180 days in the in the state jail facility.
All right, so you're asking that she be revoked and sentenced?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is that the proposed agreement?
That is the proposed agreement, Your Honor.
Are you asking the court to follow this agreement, Ms. Marino? Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right, so you keep looking at your attorney. So do you understand what's going on here today? All right. Are you waiving your right to appeal? Are you asking the court to follow the agreement that you've reached with the state? All right. The court will follow your agreement. Court will grant the motion, revoke you, find you guilty. Court will sentence you to 180 days in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Yes. And did you sign it? Yes. Because this is a plea bargain agreement. Because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Yes. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, you may.
I saw George, who previously had 13 traffic violations and a suspended license before that accident even happened, agreed to a plea deal and was sentenced today.
George was accused of causing a deadly accident in the intersection of Kitty Hawk Road and Tupperwine Road on March 4th, 2020. He collided with the vehicle being driven by 79-year-old Eugene Roller, who was driving to get breakfast for himself and his wife.
Mr. George.
Your Honor,
Yes.
can you excuse me out of the restroom? It's CSO Del Rosario.
I'm sorry, who is this?
CSO Del Rosario.
Yes. Everyone, you may go to the restroom when you need to go to the restroom. Right. Jonathan Perez. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 16.
Okay, Judge, sounds good.
And Judge, before we start on George, we do have one victim impact for after the plea.
All right. Court is calling 2020 CR 11347, State of Texas versus Cesar George. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Ryan Groomer for the state of Texas.
For the defense?
Raymond Martinez.
And are you Mr. Cesar George?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. The court will note for the record that Mr. George and his attorney are in the courtroom. Any objections to us proceeding by video, state?
None from the state.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
The court will also note for the record that the defendant, I believe, entered his plea by video. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. The defendant did agree that he was previously convicted of one or more felonies for enhancement. At that time, the court found there was sufficient evidence to find the defendant guilty. The court found him guilty and found the enhancement true. There are certain cause numbers that are being taken in consideration. Are we all ready to proceed with sentencing, state?
Yes, Judge.
Defense?
We are ready, Judge. We do have a couple of witnesses. Judge.
All right, witnesses for sentencing?
Yes, I know it's unusual. That's why I stepped back for a second. I was explaining to the witnesses that because we have a plea agreement, the only option the court has at this point is to follow or not follow the plea agreement. Although, because the court could theoretically give him less than what the agreed amount is,
I mean, according to the plea bargain agreement, it's not a cap. It's just 8 to do.
Understood, Judge. They've asked if they could speak to the court, and that's what I shared with them. But obviously, it's your call whether they.
No, I mean, I'm always willing for people to speak with if they want to speak with the court. If you could have the witness come forward, please.
Go ahead, sister.
All right, it has to be one at a time.
One by one, family and friends of Cesar George spoke on his behalf.
My son had no intentions on hurting anyone. My husband, he's not a bad person.
All right, if you could raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. If you could state your name for the record, please.
My name is Frederick.
I'm sorry?
Frederick.
Frederick Fredericks?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense?
Mr. Fredericks, how do you know Mr. George?
He's the judge's current employee.
And what is it?
Okay, hold on. Both of y'all need to speak up.
I'm sorry. I'm Caesar George's employee and a friend.
And what does he do in your employment, Mr. Fredericks?
He's a sales rep.
Okay. How long have you known him?
I've known him since 2014.
Okay. What is it that you wanted to share with the judge before she imposed a sentence in this case?
Sure. Well, first, I would like to say my condolences to the victim. However, I would also like to speak on Caesar George's character as a good and hardworking young man. Since I've actually had my car dealership that he works as a sales rep, he's nothing but helpful to the business.
All right.
Mr. Fredericks, as when he worked for you prior to the judge imposing restrictions, was he allowed to drive vehicles?
No, sir.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share about him?
I just like to say he's very hardworking, very family oriented, and just goal driven. And I would like to see him do well in life.
Any questions from the state?
Judge, in light of us having an agreed sentence, we don't have any questions.
All right, Mr. Fredericks, thank you for coming down. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Let me check it.
Defense, your next witness. And before we begin with this witness, I want everyone to know that I do believe that court decorum is important. And normally I would have on my robe if I were in the courtroom. I'm in chambers and I don't have on my robe because it is extremely hot in my chambers. And we have been trying to get the temperature fixed for 3 years, and that has not happened. We still have carpet that has mold. So that is why I'm not wearing my robe. So I want the parties involved in this to know that I do take this very seriously. All right. Defense, this is the next witness.
Yes, Ron.
All right. Could you raise your hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I cannot hear you. All right. If you could raise your hand and state the name for the your name for the record, please.
I'm Pastor Susan Frederick.
All right. If you can lower your hand. And for the record, I want all parties to be aware that I do know the Pastor Fredericks. Does anyone have a problem with me proceeding, knowing that I do know the witness that the defense has called? What I can assure you is that my personal knowledge of the witness is not going to play a role in my decision in this case, but is there any objection?
None from the state, just in light in the fact that me and Mr. Martinez, the state and Mr. Martinez has an agreed sentence in this particular case.
All right. Any objection from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You may proceed with your question.
Pastor, I briefly explained to you the way that the plea bargaining system works, correct? And you need to speak louder so she can hear you on the thing.
Yes, sir.
And you understand there's limitations as to what the judge can do, regardless of what evidence or testimony we put on in this hearing, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. She's going to give you a microphone so you can speak.
Okay. Yes, sir.
But nevertheless, because you know Mr. George, is that right?
Yes, sir.
How do you know him?
Before I started, I want to send my condolences to the family.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
I want to send my condolences to the family. And I've been knowing him for years through my son. He has been working for me, and he's a very humble, calm person. And whatever happened, I believe that it's not that he's making, and God knows why it happened. There's a season for everything, and there's a time. So I just want to say that he's a humble person. Whenever I call him to come and do something, he's right there. And I've been knowing him for years now. And I'm just praying that God will do something different today. Whatever, that he's a good person. That is all I want to say. And he's a family man. He loves the family and he loves children so much. So that is all I have to say today.
Thank you, Pastor. I'll pass it with you, sir.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you so much for coming. Defense, any other witnesses?
I think there's one mention.
All right, thank you. All right, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. If you could state your name for the record, please.
Jamel Lynn.
All right, thank you. Defense?
Ms. Lynn, can you let the judge know how you're related to Caesar?
I'm Caesar's mother.
And obviously, you are aware of all the circumstances of Caesar's case and how we bring ourselves to court today, correct?
Yes.
And I've also shared with you how the plea bargaining process works and what the limitations are as far as the judge's discretion in these matters, considering our plea agreement, correct?
Yes.
But nevertheless, you wanted to share some thoughts with the judge before she sentences Caesar. Is that right?
Yes. I know. My condolences to the family. Trust me, I understand and I've been here. My husband was murdered, so in a home invasion. So to say that my son had no intentions on hurting anyone. Yes, he has road rage on driving. That's just due because at the age of 8, he was hit by a car. The therapist or psychiatrist said was whenever he gets behind the wheel, he's going to challenge the speed of it to show that you can control a car at any speed. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And I'm very hurt that it did, because no one should suffer the pain of a loss of someone that they love. Not like that anyway. But other than that, Caesar is very humble. He's a very good child, a husband and a father. 2 that's his and 2 that's not, that he's been taking care of. Unfortunately, I had to leave, or he wouldn't have had to drive that day. My mother was ill, so I had to go back to Detroit. I didn't want to be there, but I had to go back. Other than that, I was there driving them around because his wife was pregnant at that time and she was going through complications, very high risk pregnancy. So I was there doing everything. So now I'm back to stand by her and support her when I had to leave my mother's side. And my mother is very ill. So I'm here to support my child and pray that 8 years is a bit rough. And I'm not saying that to say, actually, you can't put years on somebody's loss. But I didn't see and know of cases that people walked away and murdered really. But I just pray that 8 years is a bit much and that he can change. He can change. And I don't think prison is going to help that. So, but I wish I was here for the plea bargain because I wouldn't. No.
All right.
Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in.
And his wife.
All right, any other witnesses?
Judge, his wife's going to come up briefly. If we can just exchange the baby real quick and she'll just take a moment.
Yes. All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
All right, you can lower your hand if you could state your name for the record, please.
My name is Deandra George.
All right, defense?
Ms. George, you had the opportunity to visit with me and I explained to you kind of what we're doing here today, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you understand we do have a plea agreement,
Yes, sir.
but you still wanted to share with some thoughts for the judge if she'll give you a second, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and tell the judge what you'd like to tell.
My husband, he's not a bad person. He is a wonderful man. He never meant to hurt nobody. He will not hurt nobody intentionally. He is a wonderful father. He is good with his kids. And I honestly think that 8 years is too much for an accident where there's people out here walking away with crime that intentionally done. So I'm asking if y'all can find it in your heart to give him a lesser sentence so he won't be able to be away from his kids that long. We also had a baby a year ago that it was sad for him to miss out in all her milestones. And like I said, my husband is not a bad person. He is a wonderful man and he will not intentionally hurt nobody at all. Nobody. He barely even want to kill an insect.
All right, any other questions?
Very well.
All right, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Do you have any other witnesses?
No other witnesses, Judge, unless Mr. George Ward address the court.
All right, Mr. George, are you going to address the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you can raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Caesar George.
All right, defense.
Mr. George, you wanted to share some thoughts with the court, again, understanding the limitations that the judge has in regards to the plea bargaining process.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. George.
I still send my condolences to the family. That morning when I was driving, I did not mean to injure their loved one or did not know that he passed away. I got out that vehicle and I checked on him. I don't hurt anybody. I wasn't intentionally that morning speeding. I was trying to get back to my wife who was pregnant, high risk. I was trying to go get her medication that she needed. She was severely throwing up. It was a decision I did make to get in that vehicle to go help my family. I did it just because to help my wife. I'm not a bad person. I don't do anything. I did my time. I didn't get in trouble after my conviction. For 2 years, no vehicle violations, no nothing. I was a reformed man. I did everything for my family and still is and willing to. Your Honor, I'm asking it in your heart to see that you have it in your heart to help a man who knows that the system isn't for anybody.
His words weren't enough because of his previous record.
All right, any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right, this is what the state, do you have any witnesses or no?
No, Judge, we have an agreed plea agreement with the defense, and we just asked the court to follow the agreed plea agreement that you had read out before these witnesses testified.
All right. So, Mr. George, and to everyone, I want you to let you know that I did listen and internalize what you were saying, but nobody ever gets behind the wheel of a vehicle and intends to kill anyone. You know, of course, in certain circumstances, yes. But even people who drink and drive, before they drink and drive, they're not thinking, well, I'm going to go drink and drive and I'm going to kill somebody. Things end up happening, and they end up happening because of choices that we make. And I'm looking at your history that was included in the stipulation. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 speeding convictions. That's a problem. And that the speed limits are posted for a reason. I know there are some people who think, speed limit is 60, I'm going to go 65. But then once people go 65, then they're like, I'm going 65, why not go 70? So when you combine speeding with people upset or things are happening in their life, that's how accidents happen. Like nobody comes in intending maybe the consequences of some of their actions. You did enter into a plea bargain agreement with the state, and that plea bargain agreement that you negotiated through your attorney with the state was for 8 years. I'm going to follow your agreement, sentence you to 8 years in the prison. As previously stated, the court found the enhancement true. I'm going to give you credit for any time served. The following cause numbers are taken in consideration. County Court cause numbers 6755052, 650011, 650012 and 650013. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, Mr. George, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you need a definition of weapon or ammunition, you need to discuss that with your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Yes.
Cover one last thing in regards to plea bargaining. I just want to make sure it's clear, and I know it's in the paperwork, that there was an agreement as part of our plea agreement that there would not be a finding of a deadly weapon in this case. I want to make sure there's no confusion when the court prepares the judgment.
That is correct, Mr. Groomer. Mr. Groomer, I know you were not the prosecutor who negotiated this plea, but that was their agreement.
I do see that written in the paperwork, Judge.
Thank you. And so to the clerks, make sure there is no finding, and I'll write that on the docketing sheet. All right, with that, we're going to go off the record. Mr. George, there is going to be what's called victim impact. So I always tell people to internalize what people are saying. I require everyone in the courtroom to treat each other with respect. So you will be treated with respect, and I'm asking, and I know that you will treat them with respect, okay?